Welcome back to GMA3, What You Need to Know. The Women's World Cup has fans across the world on the edge of their seats. It has been good. But a common injury that plagues thousands of athletes every year has benched some of the top players, and that, of course, is a torn ACL.
I know so many doctors warn it's not just elite soccer stars at risk. ACL injuries are on the rise, especially in younger people, but there are simple ways to prevent it and protect yourself that you can start right now. And here to break it all down for us is Chief of Sports Medicine at the Hospital for Special Surgery, Dr. Andrew Pearle. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So what is our ACL, rather, and how does it work, and how can we sort of help ourselves and prevent it from, tearing on us?
Sure. Well, the ACL is a ligament. It's a ligament in the knee. It's about 1.5 inches long, about the thickness of a pinky, and it runs from our thigh bone or our femur to our tibia, and it stabilizes the knee. It prevents our knee from sliding forward. And it's commonly injured, as you know. It's injured typically in people who play cutting sports. When an athlete goes to cut or to pivot, they plant and their foot goes one way and their knee goes the other. So you can think of it like when Elvis was dancing, he would get into that knock-kneed position. That's kind of the position where you tear your ACL, particularly when your foot is planted and your knee is caving in or going into that knock-kneed position. That puts the ACL at risk.
So you describe it as pretty small. So how do you know for sure if it's torn, and at what point do you go to the doctor?
Yeah, I mean, it's classically people feel a pop, or they can feel it or hear it. People usually go down immediately afterwards. If they try and get up, the knee feels loose or unstable. Usually people can't continue playing. That day or that night, the knee will often swell. So if you have a swollen knee, that usually means you've damaged an internal structure of the knee. And if you can't bear weight, it's certainly time to see a doctor.
And we were talking about the World Cup. ACL injuries in soccer, particularly women's and girls soccer, incredibly common. Just quickly, can you talk about that angle? Because girls, and in particular women athletes, have a different angle, right, from their hips to their knees that puts their ACL at risk.
Sure. A lot of the spotlight has been on elite athletes, but the population that's most vulnerable is actually our high school athletes, and particularly girls. They have a 2 to 8 times higher risk of ACL injury than boys. If you tear your ACL in high school, there's about a 50 to 70% chance that you're going to get arthritis in your 30s, which means you may not be able to run in your 30s, you may not be able to play sports with your kids, you may not even be able to play pickleball with your parents.
Wow.
And the crazy thing is we have solutions for this.
What are the exercises that would help?
Yeah, so neuromuscular training, it's a big word. What it refers to is exercises that build muscle memory to optimize athletic movement. So an example is a squat jump. A squat jump, you do a perfect air squat, you jump and you land with your knee and your foot in plane, using your glutes and your hamstrings to absorb the landing. And this is what you do when you go up for a rebound or you come down from heading a ball. Or skater hops, where you hop from side to side, landing on alternate legs, on one leg, again with perfect form so that your knee and your foot are aligned. And these are the fundamental movements when you're making a move in soccer or football or making a dodge in lacrosse. Problem is, coaches didn't do these types of exercises when they were playing sports, and they don't often know how effective they are.
And we do them when the three of us work out together, so we're trying to prevent ACL injuries too.
They also really burn.
Yeah, they do.
Dr. Pearle, thank you.
My pleasure.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.